sorts of ways to get you to go to her, Sheldon sighed, before he spoke in a softened voice. Don't be scared, Beatrice. Protect our children. I'll come get you as soon as possible. Madison's pained cry suddenly echoed from the phone's receiver. My stomach hurts so much, Sheldon. Am I going to lose my baby? Don't move, Madison. The doctor will be here any second now, was Jackson's panicked response as he tried to comfort her. Sheldon only spoke again once he was done comforting Madison. He sounded helpless as he said, I can't come and get you, Beatrice. Listen to Harry. He'll bring you home. He disconnected the call before I could say another word. To stay by Madison's side, he wasn't willing to listen to what I had to say. I stared at the darkened screen of the phone in a daze. It was as if I could see Sheldon hugging Madison to comfort her. He had personally pushed me and my children into the depths of hell. Harry snatched his phone out of my hands and laughed at me mockingly. Mr. Jackson doesn't want to come get you and wants you to listen to me. It's obvious that he wants you dead. The leader of the people who had taken me kicked my shoulder while rubbing his hands together and smiling wickedly. We'll have to do as Harry wants and properly deal with this bitch then. Mr. Jackson is so generous for paying us $10 million for our services. We have to make sure we give Mrs. Jackson the best treatment that we can. Harry approached me, his expression fierce. He moved his lips close to my ear and lowered his voice to barely above a whisper, so that only the two of us could hear his next words. Stop struggling. Once you're dead, Sheldon and the Jackson family will belong to my sister. My heart throbbed in pain as tears continued to roll down my cheeks. Sheldon will avenge me once he finds out the truth. He definitely won't let you off the hook. It's fine. I can pin the blame on the abductors when the time comes. Harry shot to his feet suddenly. He then raised his leg and delivered a powerful kick to my stomach. No! Excruciating pain exploded from my stomach as something warm and sticky flowed down between my legs. I barely had time to think about my two children before I was assaulted with even more powerful kicks and punches. I shrieked and curled myself into a tiny ball, collapsing onto the ground in a boneless heap. Fresh blood began to pool around me, staining the ground a vivid red. I could feel the two tiny lives within me being extinguished completely. A young captor seemed to be unable to stomach the horrifying sight before him any longer. Hesitantly, he said, Harry, she's going to die if we keep beating her. Harry kicked him aside, his eyes red. Our goal is to kill her. In a corner, the young abductor discreetly retrieved his phone and called Sheldon while Harry was distracted. He lowered his voice and whispered, Mr. Jackson, you have to come here now. Sheldon's impatient voice echoed from the other end of the line. I can't go there right now. Tell Harry to come to the phone. Realizing what the young man was up to, Harry strode over to him and slapped him hard across the face. Stop meddling. He then grabbed the phone, smiled, and said, Don't worry, Mr. Jackson. Mrs. Jackson is fine. Harry kicked the young abductor a few more times after he disconnected the call. He then turned his sights on me once again. He looked around and spotted a bucket sitting in the corner that was filled with foul-smelling water. Pour that bucket of water on her, he ordered coldly. Let's help her regain her senses. I shivered uncontrollably when they poured the freezing water on me. Harry threw open all the windows and doors, letting the howling wind billow into the building. I was chilled to the bone, to the point that I nearly lost consciousness. The cold temperature increased the speed of my blood loss. My consciousness began to turn hazy, and I thought that I could see two small figures waving at me. Harry walked over to me and placed a finger under my nose to check if I was still breathing. He smiled in satisfaction when he took in the huge pool of blood I was lying in. He then pulled out a lighter and set the old cardboard boxes that were stacked in the corner of the warehouse on fire. Farewell, Mrs. Jackson.